Pandemic travel has the worst swag ever. That matches nothing I own.
Many travelers are ready to get a change of scenery after spending months inside at home.
So the Points Guy's Melanie Lieberman looked into the risks.
The Points Guy reached out to health experts and medical professionals to find out how can travelers mitigate their risk of exposure, and also what activities, modes of transportation may be riskier or safer than others.
The result? A checklist of 4 key questions.
Can I avoid crowds? Can I avoid high-touch surfaces? What is my potential duration of exposure to other people? And can I stay outside and get fresh air?
We're using that checklist to gauge the safest summer travel options, starting with air travel.
If you're keen on flying this summer, you probably know that it is not the least risky way to travel this summer.
Not the least risky, as in kinda risky. So let's check the checklist. Potentially the crowd is everyone else on the plane. Everything in there is a high-touch surface. The duration of exposure is however long your flight is. And stepping outside for air could be even worse for your health. But if you simply must fly,
think about booking your flight with an airline that is committed to blocking off the middle seat. You also want to take matters into your own hands, sanitize those high-touch surfaces, keep your mask on for the duration of the flight, and think about checking in for your flight online or using a mobile app from home. That way you don't have to worry about using a touchscreen kiosk at the airport.
next, you might be tempted to roll the dice on casinos.
Casinos have a lot of risk factors. You're inside, presumably for an extended period of time. There are a lot of other people around. Not everybody may be wearing a mask, and it may be difficult for you to maintain a safe physical distance. There are a lot of high-touch surfaces, such as the cards and the chips, so there's a reason that casinos are higher up on the risk factor scale.
Tally the checklist, and at best, casinos look like a, wait for it, crapshoot. Finally, let's look at lodging.
There are some really clear benefits to a vacation rental. It's usually pretty easy to check in online. You probably don't have to interact with anybody. They might leave a key or a combination code, and you often have access to your own kitchen, which means you can minimize your exposure to other people throughout your stay.
Contact the host to make sure they're taking precautions, and yeah, wipe down those key surfaces yourself too. And hotels are being as proactive as they can.
Hotels are doing really amazing things to increase their cleanliness and hygiene practices.
If you know they're doing a good job sanitizing, can check in with an app, and avoid time in the common areas, hotels can look pretty okay. But the best bet for fresh air and wide open spaces?
People want to be outside, which is great because that's really one of the safest ways to enjoy your summer vacation. There's a reason that the Great American Road Trip is having a comeback like never before, and why people are renting RVs all over the country.
Planning safe summer travel is at the top of the list.